you guys have been. This is another new development, a new beautiful design. The classic stretch pull-on utility bootcut style. So yeah, it does go back beautifully to the jacket we just offered, but in and of itself, it's just so cool. I like how it's higher waisted, as you can see on Cara. There's the stretch that we all love. We do have it for you in 4 shades. So there is a black, there's chambray, there's indigo, and there is a mid-wash. Let's see, here's chambray, here's indigo, black, and then back here, I'm gonna just quickly show you the white, because white, even at this point in the year, we've all learned there's no rules anymore with fashion. White is always the first to sell out. So I just wanted to make sure that you saw it's here and available. And then, lastly, I wanted to let you know there's 3 different lengths on these jeans, which we love as well. So the petite length here is 28.5, 31.5 in the average length, 34.5 in the tall. We like that. We love everything about this jean. It's very popular, Sam.
Yeah, so Callie, we call this a line lighter because every time this jean airs, the lines go crazy and everyone starts calling in and getting very excited. So we did a very fast reorder on this jean based on its popularity. It had 1 presentation and we sold out in 8 minutes to the piece. So people fell in love with it because it's actually a pull-on jean with a lot of interest up here. So it's like high on style, but very easy on wear. It's done in new classic stretch, so you're gonna stay true to size on this. You do have the same 4 inches of stretch and recovery. And for those of you that are new to the DG2 brand, this is premium luxury denim. We've been here at the network, as we mentioned, for 29 years. We've sold almost 20 million pairs of jeans here exclusively at HSN. And that is to women that have never stepped into a store or a fitting room. They saw Diane on air. They fell in love with her story about creating a line of denim for women of every age, every shape, and every size, really based on her struggle when she was 60 years old and she went to buy a great pair of jeans. Now, for those of you that don't know Diane, she has exceptional taste. She is, kind of like an icon in the denim business. And she can go buy a jean from any brand and spend hundreds of dollars on a great pair of denim. What she found out, Callie, was that even though she was paying all this money for jeans, she wasn't finding something that was really made for her body. So she constructed a pair of jeans based on her own measurements, and the rest is pretty much history. And that was only about 15 years ago that she launched the denim collection. So we have made big, big waves globally with our denim collection, but everything we do here at HSN is exclusive and incredible, and it's always moving and changing and evolving. So what you have here is all the style of a utility pocket, those beautiful buttons that you're never gonna hurt your manicure because they're all fixed. They're all in place. You pull these on and you go, which is wonderful. Diane actually has the buttons shaved down to this thinnest wafer so that if you choose to wear something out over top of those buttons, they'll never show through, even if you're wearing like a really pretty silk blouse, which is so genius. And then the silhouette is our traditional boot cut with a nice wider cuff, which is very trending right now because it looks like a trouser. And then it also has this nice little vent at the bottom, which gives it a little attitude, opening up very slightly and showing off your shoes. We call it kind of jewelry and hem interest for the lower half of your body because it's like a frame for your footwear. So 4 traditional colors. We did bring back that ivory, and as you guys have probably heard, or gals, ivory is really kind of trending as a bottom color for fall. So we're mixing in a color that we normally only wear, in August and September while the weather's hot. It's really rolling forward as a winter white, this creamy, beautiful, beautiful shade.
While
So
we're on this
any of the 4 colors.
Yeah, all 4 are so popular right now. White is, I think, in the lead. Black is most limited, though. I was just noticing on the lower portion, that shot, look at the slit at the hemline. It's almost got its own little cuff, but it's done with, thanks, Cara, it's done with stitching. So it's not an actual cuff, but it sure looks like one. And then it's reinforced, as you'll see right there on Victoria. So there it is in the indigo. The chambray is the obvious lightest shade. White, very popular. Black, very limited. I do want to remind you, this one does come in extra, extra small all the way through 3X, and don't forget about those 3 inseams. This one is longer than a lot of Diane's other jeans, primarily because it's so the in look right now, and it's fun to be able to wear a nice tall heel or a boot if you want to, and based on your height, you can pick accordingly, but the petite is 28.5, the tall, average rather, is 31.5, and the tall is 34.5 inches. And to your point, Sam, and I know because it looks from a distance as though this is like, oh, it's a lot of work. This is a pull-on style jean. It's as easy to put on as your leggings. as your tights. It's the best, and
Yeah.
it stretches all the way through the waist.
You know what I love about this, Kelly? The reason this is so successful as a silhouette, even though we have these utility pockets, when you do it as a pull-on, there's no tension with the button. So I don't know if the camera can come back to me. Normally, when there's a button fly like this, the fabric has to move like this to accommodate your hips, right? So the buttons will pull open and close based on how wide or how narrow your hips are. When we do a fixed silhouette like this and it's a pull-on, the buttons stay in place. So just the hip line gets to stretch. That means the pockets will always remain nice and clean and flat. And these are functioning pockets, by the way. We call it a
Yep.
pork chop pocket because it's the shape of a pork chop. And it happened to be our most successful, most popular. You know, I don't know if you all know this, Diane does not like to repeat things. Even our denim, even our most popular denim. So the buying team here at HSN really twisted our arm, and we did a reorder on this jean because literally for a jean to sell out in the thousands in 8 minutes to the piece in
Yeah.
every single color is not something that happens very often. So we did bring it back for you as early as we could right at the beginning of fall. And it's so cute with your boots and your cowboy boots and your
It
booties, whether you wear it
is.
with a Birkenstock or a sneaker, it really doesn't matter. This is a 365. It's a year-round jean. It's not saved for any holiday or season. We do this vibe all year round.
Let's go through sizing on the gals. There's Miss Victoria. She's in the front in the indigo. She's a bottom, in her bottoms for Diane, she wears a 4 tall. We'll go to the far right of your screen. We've got Paulina. She is in a extra small. She is a size 4. We've got Ashley, who's in the black and white, in the blue and black and white in the back with the black bottom. Ashley is an extra large or a 1X. Do you happen to know if you're in the extra large or the 1X today, Ashley? 1X, okay, thank you. And then Cara is a 4, and she is in the extra small, right? Okay, good. Just to give you that specifics, and based on, they're all between between 5'7" and 5'11". So kind of gives you a perspective on how it just really does work with every body type, Sam. And that was Diane's big goal, to not restrict, I mean, to just be so really just welcome everybody to even wear a jean again one day. If you put them to the back of the shelf or bottom of your cabinet or your dresser, or just throw them away because they were so uncomfortable. Diane has she literally reinvented what we know denim to be in the modern day world.
And denim is a very serious wheel. So to reinvent the wheel of denim is a very huge
No
accomplishment. And,
kidding.
Diane was able to do that. And our whole company is really based around women, right? I always joke and say, I'm kind of like your boyfriend who gets to come play with you. But our head designer of denim is a woman. Obviously, Diane is a woman. Our CEO is a woman. Most of our design team that works on denim are women. So we really understand what the struggles are when it comes to your body and the way things fit. And I think what's amazing about this is everyone gets to play when it comes to DG2. Diane will tell you the single most important thing you can do to look modern and youthful and right on time, kind of stylistically or trend-wise, is to have a great pair of jeans that make you feel incredible. And that was really her mission. She created a sisterhood of millions and millions of women who maybe thought they couldn't wear jeans again. They lived their best denim life in their 20s and 30s, and you pack that away afterwards, right? But in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, we have customers that are 80 and 90 years
Yes,
old
we do.
that look as good in a pair of jeans, Callie, that the 20-somethings here on our set look. And, that's a real true testament to this collection, to our fabric choices, to our really, easy to wear styles that look just right. It doesn't look tricky or overly fashiony, but it has a twist and an interest that really makes you feel like you're doing something right and something current. So that's why everyone really fell in love with this style.
It opens
Again, I
up.
said it at the top of the hour.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it opens up an option that a lot of women just kind of put away for so long. Diane was that woman, and so I'm delighted. I mean, to see what happened with all of our lives, because she did reinvent this wheel to make every jean a doable option. It's soft, it's stretchy, it's comfortable. They're not crazy expensive. They're not stupid, but like crazy extreme looks one way or another. So it's like a flash style in today and out tomorrow. They're long lasting. I mean, I think most of us have, if you fold your jeans, you've probably got a couple stacks this big. If you hang your jeans, you've probably got a whole half of your closet dedicated to it. So it does open up an option that just feels so good. The all-American favorite, your denims. So again, here's indigo, here's chambray. The black is amazing, and as you can see those buttons, and I thought it was important that you pointed out, these are shaved very thin so that they're not bulky, and they're flat so they don't even create that little bit of a, if it was a functioning button, sometimes they can even get a little bit offset. So these are attached and they are faux. So they don't cause any kind of, extra work to get in and out. Oh, and lastly, the most popular is the white. I'm so glad. I'm calling it white, but it really is ivory. It's not like a stark white, but it's pretty nice and white. We should talk to that, Sam, because some women, if you've had bad experiences with other white jean brands, they tend to be a little bit thin. They wonder about see-through. We actually sometimes put a black jean leg inside of the white jean itself, don't we?
One time on air, they took a Rhonda Shear dark panty and a printed panty, and they put it underneath our white denim to show you that our white denim is not show through. It doesn't yellow in the wash. It doesn't gray. It's a beautiful fabric content. Colorful denim and like whites and colors and blacks has a little bit of a different fabric content than traditional denim. So when you get these home, if they feel a little bit like sleeker, once you wash them one time, they're going to be as soft and yummy as your favorite blues and indigos and chambray. So just so you know, it does have a different texture at the start. This is also cotton-rich denim, Callie, that, isn't going to be show-through, so you can really feel confident. Millions of women who swore they would never wear a pair of white denim ever again because they didn't feel like they had the body for it or the leg for it or the hips for it. They probably have 5-6 pairs of our white jeans, whether it's in shorts or denim, and it's because they really work, and they really work on the body. And, oftentimes when I work with my celebrity clients or my regular clients, we're cutting out the pockets. We don't want things showing through, especially with a jean like this. None of that is going to be anything you ever have to deal with. You customize your length, you customize your size, stay true to size on these, and get them home for $13, which is amazing on an already proven style. Yeah.
And a little more than 10 if you have the HSN card. So that extra flex is still an option today during this big event. So yeah, very excited for you. All 3 inseams, I'll remind you, petite is 28.5, average